Stocks are mixed this morning with the Russell down a little bit more than 0.4%, but we got the NASDAQ leading to the upside, up 0.6%, the S&P up about 0.5%, the Dow up about 0.25%. Some overseas data from last night. Japan's coincident index was up 116.2 versus 114.6, and their leading economic index beat expectations and the last print. Most sectors in the S&P are higher on the open, and in a speech today, Minneapolis Fed President Neel Kashkari said, at the moment, 2 to 3 rate cuts this year seem appropriate. Now, looking at that, we have the dollar lower and yields lower, although yields are getting a little bit off the lows. Right now, the 2-year yield, 437 down 2, 5-year yield, 401 down 2, 10-year yield, 407 down 2, and the 30-year is unchanged, with the 2s10s inversion sitting unchanged at negative 30. So with that, hard commodities are mixed, with crude oil up 4/10, gold up 0.25%, copper and silver both slightly lower. Ags are also mixed, with corn down and soybeans down, but we've got wheat up and lean hogs up as well. Lean hogs up about 1.8%. This afternoon, the biggest 10-year bond auction ever here in the U.S., $42 billion in bond being auctioned off, 10-year yield on that bond, 10-year duration. So keep an eye on the bid to cover ratio and the non-competes versus the last auction and see what the effect is versus the current 10-year yield price. Looking ahead, Fed speak today. Boston Fed President Susan Collins speaking, Richmond Fed President Thomas Barkin, Fed Governors Michelle Bowman and Adriana Kugler. Tomorrow we get Barkin again, and also Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen speaking before the Senate, so keep an eye on that. Earnings after the close, 64 companies with market caps over $1 billion, including the 2 big ones, Walt Disney and PayPal, also O'Reilly Automotive, Equifax, and Suncor Energy. Tomorrow before the open, 65 more companies with billion-dollar market caps, including Philip Morris, ConocoPhillips, Duke Energy, and Honda Motors. Data tonight, Chinese inflation data and Japan's EcoWatcher survey. Tomorrow we get U.S. jobless claims again.